All right, it's time for a puppy pit stop. We are out here in Montgomery for the grand opening of Bubbly Paws, and right over here is who?
Jake Pitts and Bean.
This is Bean right here, the English Bulldog. She's a puppy who needs herself a bath. When's the last time she had a bath, Jake?
Whew, we're going on at least a month. She's stinking.
All right, she's stinking. So the good thing is it's the grand opening for Bubbly Paws located here in Montgomery. And the good news for you, if you have a stinky puppy and you need to get that puppy a bath, well, you get $5 off. When you mention that you saw this pit stop on Facebook and you come on in here, you're going to get $5 off that wash. And Beanie's excited. She's ready to go for it. So we're going to go ahead and make our way into Bubbly Paws. And here we have the crew who's all ready to service your puppy, and this is Debbie over here. How are you, Debbie? You doing okay?
I'm great. I'm having a bubbly day.
A bubbly day. Bean's about to have a bubbly day. She's down there. She's already saying, hey, I'm so excited to be here. She's ready for her bath. And so this is the grand opening. So real quickly, again, we're going to tell you several times throughout this video, you can get $5 off if you mention that you saw this video online. And why is it important for you guys to be able to help people out who maybe don't really, aren't as equipped to handle a washing of their dog?
So we're really excited. The big thing for me with my dog, I have a Border Collie mix. Putting him in the tub at my house is really not so much fun. So if I just bring him to Bubbly Paws, we have nice big tubs that we can just do the wash here. We have everything that you need, so you don't need to bring any shampoos, anything like that. We have everything. We'll provide it for you. And then we also have pretty colognes for them and a nice drying station to take care of them.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get Bean a bath. We're making our way over here. So real quickly, before we make our way over there, tell me real quickly what we're looking at as we can see all the different tubs here, Debbie.
Yes, so we have several different tubs. You'll notice the one has a ramp. That's for any of our doggies that might have some, mobility issues. Then we also have, just the normal tubs that don't have any, fillers in them. The third one in there, right behind where Bean's at, has a lift. That's for our tinier little doggies. So if we need to lift them up to make it easier to bathe them, and so all the tubs are set up and equipped, like I said, with all the equipment, with all the towels, with all the the shampoos and things that we'll need to take care of them.
All right, so let's go ahead and kick it over here. So Bean is ready for her bath. Which one are we going in? So this is Keith right over here. So Keith, you're the master washer of all the pets and animals here. So
the master bubble maker.
Master bubble maker. That is the official title. You heard it right here on the pit stop. Bean is in position right now. So tell me how this whole process works, Keith.
So first, we're going to give Bean's dad an apron because we don't want to get him wet either.
We should go ahead and just not give him an apron because he deserves it. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're going to go ahead and give him an apron right now. So can things get kind of messy, a little chaotic for
They can. What's cool is, it's fun for the whole family. So, I mean, it's like bring in the kids, bring in everything and put them around the tub. Yes, it does get chaotic, but yet we also handle the chaos very well.
Well, I tell you what, Bean, as you can see, is quite the chaotic dog. I have this love-hate relationship with Bean. I love her. She loves me almost too much sometimes. She gets a little crazy. I'll go ahead and leave it at that. She loves me a little too much. I'll just leave it there. But right now, we're making sure that Bean is snug. She's in position right now. I think she's excited for her bath. Jake, is she excited or is she just going crazy?
She's ecstatic.
She's ecstatic right now. She's ready for this. All right, she's in position. So, Keith, this is kind of you can do one of two ways. Either the owner can actually give the bath or you guys can do it as well?
We do both. So, yeah, we've got the self-wash where you do all the work. We also have AJ, who's our groomer, who does an awesome job too. So if you're feeling lazy, you don't want to do it, we can obviously do it for you. The bigger question, do you want the water for your brother?
To spray him? No, I'm not going to do that. But here, I wouldn't mind giving Bean the business. But here, I'll go ahead and let Jake do it because, he's daddy. He's going to make sure that Bean's all taken care of. And, of course, the water, temperature controlled, everything's comfortable. So you have different shampoos, you have the conditioners. And what are some of the protocols when it comes to making sure that your dog has a good, clean wash, but at the same time, everything is safe?
Yeah, so a lot of times, we'll start by asking, are there any special issues your dog has? Is it de-shedding? Is it shedding a lot? Is it, does it have allergies? Does it have anything special? So we're going to recommend different shampoos based on how you respond to that. But really, I think it's because you're so much more laid back. The dog's not fighting to get out of the tub. They're obviously tied in, but they're not going anywhere. So we just make it a lot of fun. It's very laid back, easy going, and this is pretty much how most dogs react in the tubs.
Really cool. So tell me, how does this all work? So if somebody comes in here for the first time, they want just a single wash. We got the shampoo here. Does it smell good? Here, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, divine.
It's divine. It's the divine scent of a puppy. And what do we got over here that you just gave Jake?
So that's a Zoom Groom. It's technically a massaging brush, but it also does a great job of sudsing up the shampoo. It saves your fingers from just getting dried out, and the dogs just love it. It's just it's just like a little massage while they're getting a bath.
She looks like she's loving it right now. We should also mention as well, the person holding the camera right now is Bean's mom, my sister-in-law, Nicole. And of course, this is a family event where we're taking the dog out to get groomed, to get washed, to get bathed. And, that's just how we roll in the Pitts family. And so Bean is getting the extra treatment right now. Jake is giving her the sudsies. We got Keith making sure that her undercarriage, her chin is taken care of as well. And so you guys also have a membership program as well. How does that work?
We do. We have it's the Scrub Club, so it's basically unlimited baths for one small price each month. So if you're coming in, once or twice a month, it makes total sense to do that. It's just a few dollars more than a regular self-serve bath.
Oh, she's already smelling better. I can already smell that.
Oh man, we can take you home now.
We can take her home. So about how long do you recommend that the owners bathe their dogs and go through this process?
It really depends on, we're fans of the smell check. If your dog smells, it needs a bath. But, in terms of how long does it take to do the bath, it really depends on the breed. Jake's going fast. We love it.
We don't mess around. We get the job done. We're in and out. Why is it
100?
0 to 100? We want to make sure we're not wasting any time here because Bean needs to be as clean and smell good as fast as humanly possible. And the one thing I can already tell as we're in here for the first time today, maybe you're seeing this video for the first time, this is the first time you've heard Bubbly Paws. The one thing I'm noticing right off from the bat is that you guys are really making sure that this is a clean and safe space for not only the people that come in with their dogs, but the pets themselves.
Well, that's it. We want to make sure that it's fun for everybody. Obviously the dogs are always tied in. They're always, on a leash. They're not just running around random. But yeah, we want to make sure that they're comfortable. And I think a lot of it's you're laid back, the dogs are laid back, and it's just a better setting for everybody.
There we go. Oh, there's a little shake going on right now. And see, I almost trained her to do that because that's the cue to say, okay, what actually happens next when you have washed the dog? How do you get them dry? So that's the next thing I want to talk about. As Jake gives he just did put the conditioner on. He's fumbling. He just put the conditioner on. But I wanted to know, after the dog is all washed, it's all clean, okay, how do we dry the dog off? So can you give me a little tour of what's over here?
When we're done the tubs, we're going to go into the purple room here, which is our drying room. And what's nice is it keeps all the hair in a separate area. And are you just going to keep shoving that in my face? I love it.
I'm just got to make sure we got to make sure we can hear you because again, we need to make sure that when people come in here to Bubbly Paws, they know exactly what's going on. And here, we can go ahead and give the microphone. What's going on over here? We're getting real. It's getting out of control here in Bubbly Paws. You didn't know what you were going to expect today on this pit stop, but you can exactly. So when you come in here, can you have more than one pet in here, or do you like to keep one at a time?
For sure, yeah. You can have two in here, and what's nice is we also have like little hoodies that go over the ear, so if they're sensitive to noise, it's like a little hoodie that just muffles the noise on their ear, so it's not quite as loud for them. But the dryers are great because you can get a lot of the undercoat out. So like on Bean, you see a lot of the fur that comes out at home. We'll train you how to get a lot of that out here and just leave it with us.
Okay, so you guys are taking care of the mess. I mean, really making things super convenient. Real quickly, obviously, washing your pet, making sure they're all squeaky clean, making sure that they're dry. What's going on in this room right over here? Obviously, we know that a pet just actually left a little bit ago, but you have a groomer on site as well.
So we have AJ, who's our groomer. AJ is great. They've been grooming for years. Yeah, AJ's right there, hiding from the camera. But what's nice is, when you come in for grooming, AJ will come out and meet you. Hey, what do we want to do with your dog? It's not what do we want to do? It's your dog. We want to make you happy. So if you want longer hair, shorter hair, whatever cut you want, we can accomplish that.
You can see right there, you guys are properly equipped. You have all the tools that you're going to need to make sure that not only is the puppy coming out nice, squeaky clean, and of course making sure they're dry, and if it needs a little cut on there as well, you guys are properly equipped there. And it sounds like Bean is ready to be done with this process over here. How are things going over here, Jacob Lee?
Going smooth. I liked how easy it was to wash her. I was saying usually I have to wash her in the shower and I'm just getting soaked the whole time, so this was easy. I'm hardly wet, so easy process.
Easy process because you have the tub right here. You also are equipped with the apron as well to make sure that you're not getting soaked through the process. Bean, how did you feel about it? That right there is a snort.
Well said.
Well said. Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself. So Bean is happy. She's super stoked. And you, should be happy as well to know that you could get $5 off if you decide to bring your pet, your dog, your puppy in for a nice bath. And again, Debbie, we have this pit stop deal here. How does that all work?
Yeah, so when you come in, just mention the pit stop, and we'll make sure to get you that discount. We'd love to see you and love to get you in and get your dog nice and fresh and bubbly.
Okay, nice and fresh and bubbly. And real quickly, where are you located and what's your website if people want to learn more?
So the address is 1010 Vintage Club Boulevard, and if you'd like to learn more, our website is bubblypaws.com.
Bubblypaws.com, easy to remember. And real quickly, what's going on over here? Oh, this is the earmuffs that we mentioned a little earlier for Bean. So when we give her a nice blow dry after it's all said and done, she's going to make sure that her ears are protected from those blow dryers that are in the other room. She looks just so happy that she's clean. And she's like, what are we doing here? What's going on here? Anyway, she's being camera shy. Again, get $5 off if you mention the pit stop that you saw this live stream. She's going to go get a blow dry right now. We'll see you on the next pit stop.